The Danelectro Food series is the most influential guitar pedal series of all time. Fight me. Bright colors, silly names, light-hearted branding, a little bit goofy. What does that remind you of? This brand highly influenced my decisions of how JHS pedals would look. These were super important to me as a player. I learned so much about individual effects that I would have never had a chance to play, and this style and lightheartedness really stuck with me. I even remember my first visits to NAMM, my first real observations of how pedal companies were branding themselves. I just couldn't connect with the seriousness, the moodiness of the boutique industry. I was drawn to what this did for me as a player, and it was all subconscious. If this series didn't exist, I sincerely don't think JHS would look anything like it looks now. In 1997, Steve Reidinger released the Danelectro guitars, and these pedals came out around the same time. And this is the original store display board. I don't want to brag, Nick, but it's kind of rare. Yeah, pretty rare. The guitars and that pedal line were so successful that Danelectro exploded across the guitar industry. So Steve decided, let's dig into the pedal thing even more and do something more approachable, more affordable with that classic simple vibe that was so successful for him. So in 1998, he released the Mini series. Nick, this is another store display board. I mean, I hate to keep bragging, but you know, this is the original, did you know this is an original? It has the original screws.
It's original?
It has the original daisy chain that I don't recommend to anyone out there. I'm missing one knob, two knobs.
Oh, that's kind of disappointing.
Yeah, but I have backups.
Oh, okay.
Because these are all original.
Cool.
Though they were called the Mini series, they quickly became identified as the Food series because every single pedal has some strange, humorous, pop culture-ish food identity.
This is my band, Pop Culture Food Identity. 1, 2, 3, 4.
It's ska.
It's ska, for sure.
Inside of each of these small miniature pedals is a really great circuit. They use classic topologies that are important to guitar, so you could say they're based on things or clones of things. Although clones is a bit negative and kind of gives the connotation that you're sitting in your basement kind of wanting to hate the world and everyone to hate you, so let's not use that term. Let's just say they are reinventions of really important circuits, and they are innovative. There are things about these that had never been done, and they are really, really clever from a circuitry standpoint. The price on these range from about $29 to $49, so if you adjust that for inflation, that's like $40 to $90 today. These were incredibly cheap. Take in comparison my 3 series, think about cheaper Amazon pedals. These were a first of their kind. Steve was a forerunner using Asia for manufacturing. He did this when he was part of Arion in the 80s. Much like you would go to the toy store and buy toys, you didn't care where they were made because they were packaged in a way that you wanted them, your friends had them, they were affordable and collectible. This was the first pedal series in the history of guitar to have that same exact feeling and to be manufactured in the same way. Now that I've talked about where they came from and what they are, I'm gonna take this diverse palette of flavors and create for you a multi-course tone dinner, just like a fine eating establishment, like Captain D's. For my first pairing, I have 3 really hefty, carb-heavy sandwiches to give you a taste of the country. The BLT Slap Echo, a tuna melt tremolo, and a pastrami overdrive. Oh, I have the box for the BLT.
Whoa!
$39. This is a pastrami overdrive over here. It is a hard clipper op-amp distortion. It's not exactly a clone. It is some take on the 250 or a Rat. It's interesting because normally you don't have another gain stage after the hard clipping diodes. On this one you do, so it's kind of unique. I would say it's a distortion because I'm gonna run it back here. And it's a really great overdrive. Dare I say Klon-esque. I can hear the crowd oohing now. Next up, the Tuna Melt Tremolo. This is a optical tremolo. I don't know how he made this pedal for this amount of money. If I'm guessing he's in debt over this pedal, because he sold a ton of these. It's an amazing trim with a hard soft switch. I had this on my board, I think for 5 years, and this is one of the most recased guitar pedals in pedal history. People loved this circuit so much that they would remove it and put it in an actual metal Hammond enclosure. I did that at least 20 times for people, so it's an amazing trim. The BLT Slap Echo is a $23.99 chip-based Echo. That's the karaoke machine chip. This is probably the first mass-produced karaoke chip delay pedal ever. We've seen this in everything and every company at this point. Even we make a pedal called the Milkman that utilizes that chip. So this is really early technology and really innovative. The BLT does not have speed, it's fixed. I used to modify these by replacing one resistor with another potentiometer. We don't want to do that. We're going to stay pure to the recipe. So you basically just have a mix. So if you want ambient, you turn it up. I don't want ambient because I'm playing country. Course 2 takes the natural evolution of how country people started doing drugs and created jam bands. So this is the jam band course. It is very delicious. We have a Surf and Turf compressor, which is based off the Ross compressor. I remember Ross. You remember that brand?
No, I don't remember what you're talking about.
Huh. Then you have the French Fries Ottawa. This is an Electro-Harmonix Dr. Q. You can't keep your face from moving because the flavors are so rich. You know what I'm talking about. And then the Pepperoni Phaser is just a one knob phaser. Pretty sure it's a small stone.
Ooh.
Nick always gets excited with phaser. Oh, did I mention I have the boxes to all three?
Wow!
$49 free, apparently. $44. $44 Ross compressor clone. That's crazy. Cool, all right, let's go on to the next course, or, you know, things are going well. Maybe, you wanna?
Yeah, okay.
Hey
Josh, what's the purple board?
Oh, yeah, sure, I'll show you. It's an original pedal board that they sold. Oh, is this the original power supply? Is this?
Wow.
That's the original supply, the original patch cables?
Wow.
So, like, you take it, hold on, have you ever, Nick, have you seen this?
Yeah, I mean.
Look, you put it like this, and the pedals just pop in there.
Wow.
And it's pretty cool. Oh, wait. I just remembered, I have this one. Do you know what this is? It's the same thing. It's never been touched by human hands, though. If you open this up, yeah, look, see? No,
wow.
Never touched by human hands.
Never touched by human hands.
Not one skin cell is in this box.
Wow.
There's no human debris in this. This is untainted, pure virgin pedal board. I have to be careful how much air I let in. $49.95 from Ithaca Guitar Works. Call this number, 607-272-2602, and ask them if they have any more of these, because they don't. You mean call right now?
Hi, this is Ash at the Ithaca Guitar Works.
Hey, how are you doing? Do you have any Danelectro pedal boards?
I have one, yeah.
You do? What?
I do.
Is it like the purple one?
Yeah.
Really? How much?
It's my last one.
That's so crazy.
Like 10 of them. I pulled them out of like a closet like a year ago.
So this is Josh at JHS. I think I bought one from you. I'm filming an episode about Danelectro. Your number is on the box, and I was like, "There's no way they'll answer."
Yeah, that's hilarious.
So you have one left on Reverb. How much are you wanting for it?
$70 plus $20 to ship it.
All right, it'll definitely sell when this episode airs. All right, thanks, man. What's your name?
Ashley.
All right, thanks so much. Good talking to you. Bye.
Yeah, thanks, man. Take it easy.
Next up is a course of Hippy Goodness. Imagine yourself in a small bistro in Bethel, New York, also in the Woodstock area, and you sit down, and across the shop is Bob Dylan. He's there writing some amazing album like Blonde on Blonde. There's Jimi Hendrix, and there's other people that are really cool that hung out at Woodstock, and you're like, I need some pedals, and these pedals need to taste really great because I'm in a bistro, and I know it's a stretch, and like I'm sure Christopher Nolan could handle this plot line, but you're just excited because these flavors are just overwhelming you. That's what we're doing right now.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
First up is the French Toast Octave Distortion. This is interesting because Steve cloned his own pedal. He was the inventor creator of the original Fox Tone Machine, which is a ridiculously famous and influential octave fuzz from the 70s. That's what this is. It's literally an exact copy. Then we have the Chicken Salad Vibrato. This is the only reason that I have ever made Univibe. I ended up with this, fell in love with it, would have never been able to afford a Univibe or even find one. And I think that's the story of like a million of you. Most likely you played this. It's a true bulb-driven Univibe. Again, I don't know how he made this stuff so cheap. It's confusing. I think we should shut JHS down. Then there's the Rocky Road Spinning Speaker. This is the first ever rotating speaker pedal I ever played. This entire line is crazy. It's just full of first experiences. It has a ramp button. Also, you see these little guards? These are innovative. They're weird. You can make fun of them. Some of you are. You're like, oh, it has a little guard on it. That's stupid. Well, you're stupid. You don't have 3D printers. You get on a plane, you fly your butt to China, and they make this. 3D printers are a scam. This is real. Okay? Say no to 3D printing right now in the comments.
This is a weird new stance Josh has taken.
Okay, that's enough. Danelectro might not be serving up the food series anymore, but JHS is still cooking the 3 series. $99, but made to last. Still works. Still works. The 3 series, it just works.
Next up, we really need to prepare and cleanse ourselves for the next courses. So we have a few diuretics. We have black coffee, which really gets things flowing, if you know what I mean. Never winked that well. Black licorice has been known to also relieve people of certain problems. And then hash browns, it's like the WD-40 of food. I think the black coffee is a fab tone, which is sort of a grunge pedal, but not. Let's turn the treble up. Then we have the Black Licorice Beyond Metal. This pedal is really cool. I have no idea what's going on inside of it, but it has an octave. Very glitchy, kind of like the DoD Octopus. Was it called Octopus? Then the hash brown flanger is a flanger.
Wow.
The angel opens her eyes. Pale blue colored eyes. We're gonna leave the part out about the placenta. This is a non-placenta YouTube show. Now that we've cleansed our colon, we should cleanse our palate. This is that thing that comes out between dishes at a fancy restaurant where they hand you like a big slice of ginger and like a hot towel, and you're like, what do I do with ginger and a hot towel? And they're like, I don't know. And then you take the towel and the ginger and like stir it in your drink. We have a tuner. This is purist, you know, I don't need no effects. I plug straight into my amp. That's who this is for. The Fish and Chip 7-band is the most shown Danelectro pedal ever in the history of the show. It's great, it's an EQ. The tuner, why does this have the knob cover? Belle, did you put this on the tuner?
No!
It doesn't have knobs. It also doesn't have a name.
What?
I am officially, as of now, naming forever the Danelectro Food Series miniature tuner, the Palate Cleanser. It's official. Applause. Everybody all around the world. This nameless pedal now has a name. The light's green. You're good. All these people nowadays, is my tuner within 0.00 cent accuracy? Back when we were playing guitar, if the light was green, you were good. Also, it doesn't mute. When we were kids, you didn't have to mute. Bunch of people with your muted tuners, accuracy tuner, it's gotta be so perfect. Oh, I need this particular $700 tuner, and it better turn my signal off. No, when I was playing guitar, you're gonna hear that crap. When I'm out of tune, I'm on the stage. Oh, hold on. All right, we're good to go. That was how I played guitar, bunch of wimps. I don't know how to jam on this. I guess I'll crank the mids.
Yeah.
For this next trio of food, we have a disgusting offering of ambience. The T-bone distortion, a milkshake chorus, and a PB&J delay. I have never had steak with a milkshake. The T-bone distortion, I think it's an op-amp distortion. I am just not sure, I can't figure it out. It has two knobs, it's so confusing. Milkshake chorus is digital, sounds like. And the PB&J is shockingly innovative for the time. The delay times are wildly long for this era. That is truly digital, so this is probably the Dan Echo shrunken down with a long short switch. Pretty cool.
Josh,
Yeah.
what's that Tone Freak box thing?
This?
Yeah, what's that?
I'm glad you asked. Did you notice these blister packs?
Yeah.
The opening order from the manufacturer was a lot because it's the first order, right? So you order a lot of stuff, like 10,000 pedals. They sold well And then the manufacturer assumed Steve wanted another massive opening order, which you never do in manufacturing. That's like a huge no-no. You will never continue to sell what you sell on a release. So he got stuck with tons of these and had to figure out how to liquidate them in a way that didn't damage the brand. He would even combine them into like sets like we're doing. So this was the Groovy Pedals set, kind of based off 1960s sound. So you'd go pick up the box. It has a handle, just like a stinking toy package. I think that these were even in Toys R Us. We even worked out deals with like Best Buy. That's what the blister packs are. So you would walk into Best Buy and these would be hanging up. That's the last place I would ever think to buy a guitar pedal, but it happened, and that's history. For our final course, we have dessert. It is a chaotic dessert, the Bacon and Eggs mini amp distortion, which is a real guitar amp with a speaker on top. We're not gonna worry much about that.
Wait.
What? It's fine. It's an overdrive. You don't have to care about the speaker. You can just use it like an overdrive. It has no knobs. And then it goes into grilled cheese distortion, which is like a weird play your guitar through the radio distortion. Then the chili dog is a old vintage analog octave pedal that tracks horribly, and it's amazing. So think of like the old Maestro octave or the old Chenet octave. And then the corned beef reverb is a really weird lo-fi reverb. This is our dessert. I think the Bacon and Eggs is the best distortion in the entire line. It has no knobs though, and you just have to commit to what it sounds like. But listen to that. Then we have the grilled cheese. It's almost like a wah distortion. Yeah.
We gotta play it through the speaker thing.
We don't have to. I'm just gonna.
No, we do.
No, I'm gonna unhook.
No.
No, we don't have to. Nobody cares.
It has a speaker.
Come on.
All right, let's get some lunch.
No.
Are you really gonna?
Well, I live and breathe.
Are we really doing this?
Yes.
Are you really doing
Yes.
this with all that we have to do today?
Yes.
We're hungry.
No.
Pizza's here.
Now the real question is like what polar pattern do I
you
want to
s-
use? This is like Omni.
It's the size
So this
of
is
a battery.
We're in like the Omni configuration,
Anything
so this
you
is going to
do
capture the audio from
Nothing
like,
is gonna
above
make
as
this
well.
sound better than
So,
anything else.
but I do think like I should probably play drums too. So let's use the cardioid pattern. All right, cool. So this is good. All right, ready? Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. That was great. That was perfect.
yeah, it was so great.
Cool.
Love it.
All right.
Thanks so much for watching this episode. I want to hear in the comments, what are your food series stories? I do not think there is a more influential pedal series ever released, and I think that all of you will prove that. These were the gateway for so many of us to try effects and circuit topologies that we would have never been able to find or afford. It's an amazing line of pedals, and I can't wait to hear from you on that. If you like this episode, hit like, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell icon to get notifications of every episode ever in the future. Also, there is JHS Extra. It is another YouTube channel where we're tossing other random things. So go check that out, subscribe to it as well. Bye.
Booyah!